Welcome to my channel, Excel and Beyond. Get ready to experience a powerful, professional income and expense tracker designed for real-world daily use. Watch how seamlessly it captures your monthly income and spending. Every entry flows directly into a sleek, real-time dashboard. You'll get a clear yearly comparison of budget versus expenses, along with monthly insightful income and expense trend charts for better financial tracking, all in one place. Just name a sheet after the month, and instantly, a dynamic calendar generates itself. It adjusts automatically to the number of days in that month. And yes, the dashboard syncs with it automatically. Whether it's this month or any month of any year, everything updates instantly, all powered by smart, dynamic formulas. Before we dive in, make sure to watch the video till the end. This tutorial is loaded with smart tricks, dynamic formulas, and powerful tips to level up your finance game. And if you find this helpful, give it a like, share it around, and subscribe for more powerful time-saving tutorials. Your comments and support keep the magic alive. Let's get started. As you can see, this Excel file contains two sheets. In the second sheet, I have already prepared some sample data with basic formatting to save time, such as rent, grocery, utilities, and an amount allocated for daily expenses. For general reference, I've kept the accounting symbol as the dollar. You can modify this based on your country's currency settings. The first sheet also includes similar data, which has been referenced in the second sheet along with month name. This dataset will be used to build the dashboard. Let's begin by clicking on the first sheet, double-clicking its name, and renaming it to Yearly Dashboard. Then, double-click the second sheet and rename it to January. To organize the tabs visually, right-click on the Yearly Dashboard tab, choose Tab Color, and apply a color. In this case, I'm using dark gray custom color. Similarly, for the January tab, right-click, go to Tab Color, and select a light blue shade to represent the month of January. If you'd like to reuse the same custom color I applied to the Yearly Dashboard, here is the hex code for that. Now, navigate to the Page Layout tab. Under Colors, apply the median theme. Then go to Effects and choose the Glossy effect. This glossy look will be used later when we incorporate shapes into the dashboard. Next, switch to the January sheet. In this merged cell, type the heading as Personal Monthly Income and Expenses Tracker. In this merged cell, we'll use this formula to fetch the sheet name dynamically. Hit enter and the word January will appear automatically. For the year, type 2025 manually. The year value can be updated as needed, making this a flexible tracker for any year. Under the Home tab, I've applied the dagger square font with a font size of 18 for the main heading. Now, in this merged cell, type income with a relevant icon, such as a dollar back symbol. Now, let's define the income sources. In these cells, enter the income categories such as salary and freelance, etc., along with total income. And in the adjacent cells, type the corresponding amounts, like salary as 5,000 and freelance as 600. Then, highlight both amounts and use AutoSum to calculate the total income. Let's now set up the headers for monthly expenses. In the Planned Monthly Budget section, enter your planned budget amount. For this tutorial, let's input a sample amount. In the next column, under Actual Monthly Expenses, use the sum formula to calculate total expenses. type is equal to sum, then select this data range for rent expenses. Hit enter to get the monthly total. Click the fill handle to autofill the formula down the column. Now for the planned daily budget, use this formula. This automatically identifies the number of days in month mentioned in sheet name. In this case, January has 31 days, and divides the monthly plan budget by that number. This eliminates the need to manually adjust for months with 28, 30, or 31 days. As soon as you hit enter, you'll see that the daily planned amount for rent, for instance, becomes 16.13. This is automatically calculated based on 500 divided by 31. Click the fill handle to autofill the formula down the column. This will populate the daily planned amount for all the other items. Next, in this cell, we'll enter a formula to dynamically fetch the first date of the selected month. It references the sheet name, such as January, and the year, like 2025, to generate the date as 1st January 2025. Once the first date appears, drag the formula horizontally to cover all days up to the 31st of January. Next, in this cell, we'll use another formula to fetch the day of the week for each date, using the sheet name and year dynamically. The day will appear in a 3-letter format, for example, WED for Wednesday. Hit enter, and there you have it. 1st January 2025 appears as Wednesday. Drag the fill handle horizontally across the row to populate all 31 days with their respective weekday names. To confirm that everything works dynamically, temporarily rename the January sheet to February. You'll see that the month name updates to February, and the calendar adjusts itself to 28 days. This confirms the formula is working as expected. Now, we'll calculate the total for each data column. Select this data range and click on Auto Sum. Then drag it horizontally to compute totals across all columns. Select this data range. Then in font section, reduce the font size to 9 so all data is clearly visible. In this merged cell, type Summary. And below it, enter total income, total expenses, and enter total monthly savings. To calculate the total income, type is equal to and reference cell C7. For total expenses, do the same with cell C21. Then, for monthly savings, type is equal to and subtract total expenses from total income, giving you a quick view of what's left after spending. Next, in this merged cell, type actual daily expenses as the section title for the month along with some relevant icons. For enhanced visibility, increase the font size to 36 from the font group. In this merged cell, we'll use this formula to display the month that the dashboard represents. Set the font size to 36 for a clear and professional appearance. Now, select these specific text and data ranges by holding the Control key. Then go to the Fill section and apply the green, darker 50% color as the fill. For the text color, choose white to maintain a professional contrast. While keeping the range selected, go to Borders, set the line color to white. Again go to Borders and apply all borders. This gives a clean, consistent look. Now, select these specific text and data ranges again by holding Control key. Navigate to Fill and apply green, lighter 40% to visually differentiate the sections. Now select this data range. Go to the border options and set the line color to automatic. Then, choose all borders to apply a clean grid. Select this data range now. And under Fill, apply green, darker 50% as the fill color. For this text, choose color as white. For the month, display January. Use the same light blue that matches the January tab color. Now, go to the Insert tab. Select Icons and search for a calendar icon. Choose the preferred calendar style. Click Insert and position it like this. And apply the light blue color to keep the dashboard visually aligned. Additionally, for this section, apply a white double-line border to enhance its visual separation. Navigate to the View tab and uncheck the Grid Lines option to get a cleaner and more professional appearance. For the main title, highlight the word Income and change its color to green. And then highlight Expenses and apply a custom red color to differentiate income from expenses visually. Also change the year color to red as well. For month, apply the light blue color as well. For the icons placed alongside section titles, we'll also change their color to enhance visual appeal and maintain a consistent, polished look throughout the tracker. Next, type key indicator in this merged cell. For key indicator text, set the font size to 20 and apply the light blue color. Then, in these merged cells, type today's date, over budget and under budget. Set the font size of each to 20. Now, let's apply conditional formatting to track daily spending performance. Start by selecting the second row that contains the actual grocery expenses. We'll exclude rent from conditional formatting because rent is a fixed amount paid once monthly. Navigate to Conditional Formatting. Select New Rule and choose Use a formula to determine which cells to format. Enter this formula. This formula evaluates whether the actual daily expense like in cell E10 is less than the planned daily budget in cell D10 and so on, indicating you're under budget. In the Format window, choose Fill. Go to More Colors and apply a custom light green fill to visually reflect the under budget condition, creating a clear and professional indicator. Click OK to apply. Keep the data range selected. Then navigate to Conditional Formatting again. And select New Rule. Then choose Use a formula to determine which cells to format. Enter this formula. This formula checks if the actual daily expense like in cell E10 exceeds the planned daily budget in cell D10, and so on, highlighting an over-budget scenario. In the Format window, go to the Fill tab. Click on More Colors and apply a custom red shade. Also, under the Font tab, choose white as the text color for better contrast against the red fill. Then click OK to apply the formatting. Once applied, the cells where actual expenses exceed planned values will turn red, and those under budget will appear in light green. Since conditional formatting needs to be applied individually to each row, because each expense item has a different planned budget. To make the process easy, we'll use the Format Painter tool. Select this formatted second data range. Then choose Format Painter and apply the formatting to the third data range. Repeat the process. Apply formatting from the third data range to the fourth, and so on, ensuring each data range formula compares its own values correctly. Now, With the last data range still selected, go to Conditional Formatting and click on Manage Rules. You'll notice that when the Format Painter was used, it intelligently adjusted the cell references for each row, ensuring the rules are applied accurately and dynamically across the range. Now, for example, changing values in the health row will dynamically update the visual indicators with no impact on unrelated rows thanks to the independent row-wise formulas. Next, apply conditional formatting to the total monthly savings cell. Choose Highlight Cell Rules, greater than, enter 0, and apply green fill with dark green text. Then hit OK. Repeat with less than, enter 0, and apply light red fill with dark red text. This will visually show negative figures in red and positive savings in green. To make the data easier to interpret visually, apply the following formatting. Planned monthly budget. Select the range and set the font color to green. Actual monthly expenses. Select the actual values and apply a custom red color. Daily plan budget. Use light blue to differentiate from other entries. Now navigate to the Insert tab. Go to Shapes and choose the speech bubble with rounded corners. Draw it like this. From the Size group, adjust its size to 1.24 height and 2.24 width. Rotate it like this to give it a professional appearance. Position the shape next to today's date. Then, use the yellow handle to drag and point it outward, directing attention clearly to the today's date. Copy the speech bubble shape to more times. Position one next to the over-budget cell and the other beside the under-budget cell. Next, select this data range. Go to Conditional Formatting and choose New Rule. Then select Use a formula to determine which cell to format. Enter this formula. This formula will detect today's date. Click on Format. Go to the Fill option and choose orange as the fill color, while keeping the text color black. To test if it works, temporarily rename the January sheet tab to the current month, which is April at the time of this recording. You will notice that today's date, the 18th of April, is instantly highlighted. This confirms the feature is working perfectly. For the first shape that highlights today's date, go to the Fill option and choose same orange color as applied in Conditional Formatting. For the over budget indicator, use the same customized red fill. And for under budget, choose same customized light green fill. Select all three shapes. Under the Shape Format tab, go to Shape Effects and apply Preset 5 to give them a refined and professional look. Now the January sheet is set up and ready for all activities. Next, switch to the Yearly Dashboard sheet. Here, we already have a structured information in place. We'll use it to dynamically pull data from each monthly sheet, even from those that haven't been created yet. Start by adding a title to the dashboard, Personal Yearly Income and Expense Dashboard. For the income section, use a bag icon with a dollar symbol, and for the expenses, use a simple cash icon. Change its font to dagger square. Highlight the word income along with the icon, and change the font color to green. Now select the word expenses along with icon, and apply the customized red color. Select the title cell. Go to the Fill option, and apply a custom dark gray color. For the remaining text in the title, change the font color to white to ensure clear visibility against the dark gray background. Now, highlight the titles of all three tables. From the Fill options, apply the same custom dark gray tone to maintain design consistency. Then update the font color to white. Next, select this data range. Navigate to Format as Table under the Styles group. And choose the style named Dark Gray Style 1. Keep My Table Has Headers checked. And hit OK. Uncheck the Filter button to keep the view clean. Now, select this data range. Go to Format as Table again. And apply the same Dark Gray Style 1 for a consistent, professional look across all tables. Uncheck the Filter button. Select this formatted range. Click Format Painter. Then apply it to this range to replicate the styles seamlessly. Next, in the planned budget cell for rent, we can fetch data from January's monthly budget for rent directly, as the value is located in cell B9. But here is the trick. Instead of fetching cell reference directly, we will use the indirect function here to reference sheet names dynamically. This is useful because only the January sheet is currently available. Directly referencing other months like February or March would result in an error since those sheets do not yet exist. The indirect function allows us to avoid that error. After pressing Enter, the rent value from January 500 will appear correctly. Since the range is part of a formatted table, Excel automatically fills the cells below. However, all rows display the same rent value. This is because the indirect function does not adjust references dynamically during autofill. To resolve this, clear the autofilled cells and manually update each row with its corresponding reference. For instance, use B10 for grocery, B11 for utility, and continue this pattern until last item. This ensures each item pulls its accurate value. Do the same for the actual expenses column. Use the same formula, but now refer to column C. For example, use C9 for rent, C10 for grocery, and so on. You will see that the data is correctly fetched for January. Now apply similar formulas to fetch the total actual income and total actual expenses by referencing specific cells. For total actual income, use cell reference D23. And for total actual expenses, use D24. These cell references will remain consistent across the January sheet and all upcoming monthly sheets, ensuring seamless data retrieval throughout the year. Next, for the monthly income versus expenses trend table, we will again use indirect formula. For January month income, type this formula to refer to cell D23 in the January sheet. If any month sheet is still not available, the cell will remain blank instead of showing an error. We have to manually enter the formula for each month. Only the sheet name will change in each formula. From January to February, March, and so on, while the cell reference stays the same. Repeat the same steps for total actual expenses by referencing cell D24. This will ensure that actual expense values are dynamically fetched from each monthly sheet, just like the income values. Next, select the data range of the table displaying the yearly overall budget and actual expenses. Go to the Insert tab. And under Charts, select the 2D column chart. From the chart styles, apply Style 8 to maintain consistency with the dark theme dashboard. Position the chart on the dashboard neatly within the designated section. Adjust the chart size if needed. Copy the chart title from the first table and paste it here. Maintain the same formatting and reduce the font size to 12 to fit well within the title area. Right-click on the chart series. Then go to Select Data. In the dialog box, edit the first series name and set it to reference the cell for planned budget. For the second series, edit and set it to actual expense. And hit OK. This will define the legends accurately. Now, customize the column colors. Click on columns for planned budget ones. Then right-click. Choose Fill. Then choose More Fill Colors. Use a custom green shade to represent income. And click OK to apply. Similarly, for actual expense, apply a custom red color to maintain a consistent look across the dashboard. Once completed, move to the next chart section, which compares total income versus total expense. Select the data range, go to Insert, choose the pie chart, and select Donut. Click on Donut Chart. Then under the Chart Design tab, click Switch Row Column to adjust the data orientation. Then apply Style 7 from Chart Styles to match the dark background. Then go to Quick Layout and select Layout 3. Click on the Total Income Data label in the donut chart to select it. Then press Delete to remove it, keeping the focus solely on actual expenses. Now format the donut chart. Click once to select the income portion. Then again to isolate it. Go to Home tab, choose Fill, and apply the same custom green color. Repeat the process for the expense section. Using the custom red shade, adjust the chart's position to fit neatly within the dashboard layout. Next, copy the title, paste it over the donut chart, and match the formatting for a consistent look. Click on the donut chart. Select the Chart Elements button on the right. Under Data Labels, click More Options. In the Format Data Labels pane, check Percentage and uncheck Value. Then close the pane. Now, delete the label for income. Select the label for expenses. Drag it outward to extend the leader line. Increase the font size. Change the font color to custom red. And set the font style to bold for better visibility. Next, proceed to the third chart, Monthly Income versus Expenses Trend. Go to Insert tab. Then Charts. And choose a 2D column chart. From the chart style, apply Style 8. Under the Chart Design tab, click on Change Chart Type. Then select Combo. For the first series, Income, retain clustered column. For the second series, Expenses, change the type to Line with markers. Click OK. The chart is now updated to a line combo, visually distinguishing income and expenses effectively. Adjust size and position the chart on the dashboard like this. To format the chart, first select the income series. Right-click and choose Fill. Then apply a custom green color. Next, select the expense line. Right-click and under Line Color, apply a custom red to maintain a consistent visual style across the dashboard. Navigate to Quick Layout and choose Layout 5. Now, let's update the series names. Click on Select Data. Edit the first series and link it to the cell containing income. Do the same for the second series. updating it to expense, and hit OK. Now uncheck the month label for visual clarity, and hit OK again. Copy the title and paste it onto the trend chart. Maintain the same formatting. Next, select the first chart. Right-click, and under Fill, choose the same custom dark gray. Repeat the same step for the remaining charts to maintain a consistent look. Next, select the first chart again. And under Format, go to Shape Effects. And choose Bevel. Then select Round Convex. Set the shape outline to the custom green. Now, apply the same formatting to the second and third chart to maintain visual consistency across the dashboard. From the border options, choose the same custom green color. Then apply thick outside border to all the tables to create a clear, structured, and visually aligned layout across the dashboard. With the charts complete, it's time to implement conditional formatting for the data. Select the actual expense values. Click Quick Analysis tool and choose Data Bars. Then, go to Conditional Formatting. Manage Rules. Edit the Data Bar rule. And set the fill color to the custom red used for expenses. Click OK and Apply. To apply this formatting to other table, click any formatted cell. Use the Format Painter. And apply the same. Now that all charts and formatting are in place, we can introduce additional months. Right-click the January Worksheet tab and choose Move or Copy. Select January. Tick Create a Copy and click OK. A copy named 2nd January will appear. Drag this new sheet to the right so that the original January sheet remains the first in sequence. Then, rename 2nd January to February. After renaming, the formulas will auto-adjust to the new month. All day and date values will update according to February's calendar. Adjust values according to your requirements to reflect February's specific data. To visually differentiate each month, begin by applying the unique color theme across dashboard elements representing February, such as icons or labels. Once done, right-click the February sheet tab and change its tab color to same for a consistent visual cue. Repeat the process to add March and April sheets. By duplicating the last available month, renaming appropriately, and applying desired tab and icon colors. Once applied, you'll notice the yearly dashboard updates seamlessly, making it fully dynamic and responsive to any selected month or year. We have one minor correction here. The donut chart originally displayed total actual income. Since we are visualizing savings versus expenses, we'll update the title to Total Actual Savings. Initially, we referred to cell D23 for income. However, since we are now showcasing actual savings, the updated reference should be D25. You'll now notice the donut chart updates to show a corrected savings to expense ratio. Additionally, we will change the color in the dashboard title. For income label from green to a lighter custom green to enhance visibility. And match with the dashboard theme. With that, the dashboard is now professionally formatted and fully functional, enabling seamless monthly financial tracking. Thanks to dynamic formulas, it automatically adjusts to any selected month or year, making it user-friendly and efficient for ongoing use. That's all from my side. I hope you found the tutorial helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel.